Welcome to your news update for this Tuesday, April 22nd. I'm Kelly Keiter. Thanks for joining us. Well, original reports that someone was in the back of the home, but firefighters broke in.
It actually caused a derailment of 3 locomotives. And
Darren Humiston talked about how these exercises prepare troops for deployment. Two suspects are in custody after they led police on a chase beginning in Summit County and ending in Weber County. The incident began after a Summit County sheriff's deputy attempted to pull over a vehicle that was going 120 miles per hour westbound on I-80 in Parley's Canyon. After it refused to stop, Utah Highway Patrol picked up the chase and dispatched helicopter support to follow the suspect vehicle, which was still going in excess of 100 miles per hour northbound on I-15. Patrolmen attempted to spike the vehicle as it passed Farmington and Layton. A successful attempt was made near 1200 South in Ogden, eventually backing off the chase and allowing the helicopter to pursue as the car slowed. The vehicle pulled off the freeway at 400 North and went westbound on Pioneer Road, finally coming to a stop. The two suspects fled on foot and attempted to hide in a nearby barn. The suspects were eventually cornered and taken into custody.
Summit County trooper got behind the vehicle, activated his emergency equipment, and a pursuit ensued. The pursuit started in approximately Colville, came all the way up and over Parley's, down into Salt Lake, where they attempted to spike the vehicle, but troopers were unable to get in a good position to deploy spikes. The chase was picked up in Davis County by UHP, as well as Davis County Sheriff's Office, as well as a DPS helicopter.
A defendant died after being shot by a U.S. Marshal Monday during an attack on a witness at a trial in a new federal courthouse in Salt Lake City. 25-year-old Cial Angelo died at a hospital after he was shot in the chest as he rushed the witness with a pen in an aggressive, threatening manner. Angelo was shot several times in front of the jury. Angelo was one of 17 people named in a 29-count racketeering indictment filed in 2010 accusing gang members of assault, conspiracy, robbery, and weapons offenses. Prosecutors have been granted more time to determine what charges to file against a Utah woman accused of killing 6 of her babies. 39-year-old Megan Huntsman was in court Monday with her hands and ankles shackled. Huntsman is being held on $6 million bail after her estranged husband discovered one of the infant corpses in the garage of their Pleasant Grove home. Police then found 7 babies' bodies in cardboard boxes. Huntsman acknowledged that from 1996 to 2006, she strangled or suffocated 6 of the babies and packed them in boxes in the garage. She told police the 7th baby was a stillborn. It was one of the most heinous acts in Ogden's history and was seen nationwide as one of the most horrid murders at the time. 40 years later, the Hi-Fi murder's impact lives on. On April 22, 1974, at least 2 men entered the Hi-Fi stereo shop located on Washington Boulevard. The men took the employees and customers hostage. The captives were made to drink drain fluid, burning their mouths and faces. The robbers shot each of them in the back of the head. 3 people died and 2 others were critically injured. Police eventually arrested Dale Shelby Pierre and Williams Andrews, who were later given the death penalty. The Utah Jazz on Monday broke off their relationship with Tyrone Corbin, the former Jerry Sloan player and assistant who learned a great deal of what he knows from the Hall of Fame coach. Corbin didn't have a contract beyond the 2013-14 season, so Jazz executives simply did not offer him a renewal when they met Monday morning. Now those same executives will begin the search for a new head coach.
We're going to be really thorough in this process because it's such a monumental decision, as you guys know.
Is there a room for Ty in the organization? Have you guys talked about that at all? Is there any place for him to stay around?
I'll say this, I would never rule that out, and I'm sure, again, I don't want to speak for Ty or try to attempt to understand his range of emotions, from disappointment to anger to everything in between, but a good man who was a very good player, very good assistant, that led us well, through, a tough 3+ years where there was significant change in the personnel. So I wouldn't rule anything out just because he's, that high of character.
Look out, Derek Huff and Cheryl Burke. There's a pint-sized troupe of dancers foxtrotting their way into your Dancing with the Stars territory. 10 Davis County youngsters are perfecting the waltzes, cha-chas, and quick steps of ballroom dancing. They're the Pee Wee dancers, 6 girls and 4 boys, twirling about as the top of Utah's own mini version of the TV show Dancing with the Stars. And even though they're just kids, instructor Melissa Argyle of Davis County Ballroom says there's no limit to the dance steps they master. Argyle, a former member of the BYU Ballroom Dance Company, helped open Davis County Ballroom in 2008 for elementary and high school-aged children and adults. The Pee Wee dancers were created soon after when younger siblings of the older students also wanted to dance. And that's your news update for this Tuesday, April 22nd. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.